What's up, ladies and gents?
Yeah.
Joined by Seppo and myself. Welcome to episode number 11 of the TV Markets podcast. Back again on the Monday.
On a Monday, as always, we're happy to be back, as always. We don't have Jules again.
Yeah, he's out seeing clients.
Yeah, but he's with us in spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Afternoon to everyone joining us for the first time. We're streaming live on YouTube and our Twitch account. So just head over to Twitch. I don't know, do you subscribe to Twitch? What happens? Oh, you just watch. You just want to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
It's been an interesting week. Interesting start to the week as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like we touched a bit on it this morning. So OPEC decided to cut some supply.
By how much? You know how much?
I think 21 million barrels.
That caused the gap in the market.
Yeah, you saw like price skyrocketed on
That-
oil this morning.
Yeah, that's a huge gap.
Mm.
It's not normal for oil to do that.
That's a massive gap. But like if you think of it from a logical perspective, you sort of almost expected it. Like oil's dropping down so low.
Yeah.
Like they need to make up costs somewhere.
So
And,
yeah.
yeah, we just saw that spike up like that happen. Like I think like last I checked it was trading around about on Brent, I think about $88 or $86.
Yeah. So do you think that's now a reversal? Are we anticipating a reversal? We will go to the charts.
Yeah, more than likely. I checked it this morning. It's sort of stagnating in and around that where it opened up this morning.
Yeah.
There's a big gap, so ideally you want that gap to be filled, but sure, it's a big gap.
Yeah. So those news came this morning, or was it during the weekend?
During the weekend, yeah. During the weekend, OPEC had some meetings, and you saw it like coming into the market this morning.
Yeah, we will look at it because USD CAD has been dropping, right? CAD has been strong since I think Friday. I mean, CAD Swiss went up, CAD Yen went up.
But you can see that specifically that reversal that we saw in happening in oil as well.
Yeah. We will take a look at oil right now. But before that, so that's the only news that happened this weekend.
That was the biggest news that happened like over the weekend. Yeah, so like major like spike in the charts.
So let's go to the calendar, then we'll go and discuss a bit of oil because there is a setup developing there, which is very interesting. This week this is a busy week, unlike the previous 2-3 weeks. I think 2 weeks that we had. Here we're looking at a very busy week. Right, we have some interest rates coming up. I think. Just to remind everyone, you can get this calendar directly from our website tdmarkets.com under the tools. No, not the tools. The tools.
Yeah, I think it's tools.
Yeah, under the yeah, that's where you're gonna find economy calendar. So let's just go through this week what we have. I think the major. Do you want to look at this one?
Yeah, PMI is going to be like a nice one to look at this week. We saw that inflationary numbers last month drop down to 6%.
6%.
6% it came down. We didn't get abnormal numbers, just like inflation sort of dropping down as figures keep on falling out.
Yeah.
So PMI is going to be like an interesting one to look at. Forecast is sitting like roughly around previous. So if we can get like a bit of a lower figure there and we see it maybe drop down to like 47, I think we might get a nice little spike in the charts or a spike in inflation downward.
So we discussed this as part and parcel of the NFP.
CPI.
No, CPI, 100%. So that is today at 4. I think that's the only, we can say major, right, for today. And tomorrow we have interest rates. They are forecasting, I don't know if this is ridiculous, but 3.85.
3.85.
3.85.
So with another like 25 basis points.
Yeah.
It's possible. I can see that happening. They have been, I think they have been increasing with about like a 25 basis points rate continuously. It'll be interesting to see what the statement is afterwards. If they are sort of on track like the US government is as well, because the US doesn't look like slowing anytime soon. I don't think they sit with they don't have any banking crises happening in Australia at the moment if I stand under correction. So they might continue this rate maybe longer than the US does, but they've been slowly increasing rates, not like...
Yeah, it's just been 25.
Yeah.
And we also have NZD. So this is tomorrow at 6:30 in the morning. Before that, job openings. I'm not sure if, well, I think they're anticipating a little bit above 10 million still. I think 10.8.
Yeah, yeah, like I would love to, but like that's one of the statements that Powell said during this press conference as well. So many jobs out there, but it's
Yeah.
not necessarily being filled.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily know, like, and we touched on it in one of the previous podcasts,
did,
saying that like it's what type of jobs are there to be filled? Are there actually skills to fulfill their jobs, or is it normal retail sort of a job? So it will be very interesting to see. And I think he touched on it a bit. Is like they don't necessarily have that skills
Okay.
to actually fill those positions.
So basically, not everyone, but a lot of people can fill those jobs.
Yeah, you're either sitting in a position where like there's not enough people to fill those
Yeah,
specific
it's not
jobs
enough.
out there,
There's a shortage.
or the jobs out there does not necessarily want to be filled.
Yeah, so that's what's been like he's been saying this for the longest of time. I remember some press conference last year started saying that there's a shortage between workers and the jobs that are available.
Well, if it does look at increasing of about 700 or 1,000, we should sit roughly about that 11 million plus. Because I think last time I checked, it was about 10.5.
10.5,
Yeah.
10.5.
So that should push us over 11 million jobs out there again.
So that is on Wednesday at 4. All right. So Wednesday we've got this. We've got AUD interest rates at 6:30 and 4 p.m. we have the George Shop opening. The next day another interest rates statement 4 o'clock. A 25 basis point I think is expected on this one because they're anticipating it to go to 5%.
Yeah, similar sort of pattern as Australia. They normally sort of form the same sort of path. There was a brief sort of I think New Zealand was one of the first countries to actually start increasing rates. So they might actually be one of the first countries to start pausing as well. But last I checked, like the unemployment figures isn't looking too great either.
Yeah. I think I also saw something like that. So you think they're gonna keep increasing because now they're going to 5%. The next one we might look at a 5.25%.
Yeah, I think that's sort of where global central banks are sitting at the moment. I don't think there's going to be much slowing down of rates like everyone was expecting this year. Like closer to the end of last year, we were expecting cuts and pauses from about June, July. I think it might still be a possibility. But that possibility is a lot lower now than I thought before.
Yeah, Euro recently hiked the interest rates as well.
Yeah. I don't think there's anyone. I think there was one country that sort of looked at pausing. Was it Canada? Canada or Switzerland? One of them actually did pause the previous interest rate hikes. And it wasn't taken in a good way. It was actually taken more in terms of like weakness.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
So it is very interesting at the moment. Like, I don't think interest rate decisions have much of a factor in what's going on because we keep on seeing weakness, whether they pause or increase rates, which is very abnormal at the moment.
Yeah, I think right now a lot of things are happening. I mean, we had a conversation the other day in the office. We spoke about BRICS. There's a lot of things happening. That interest rates now we're starting to see movement that are not making sense. Let me put it like that, right? And it's weird. It's interesting. It's weird. Why? I mean, we have been looking at the dollar, right, giving us different movements. We're anticipating according to what's been said and how the interest rates looks like. So it is. I don't know. Is this a good time to trade? Do you think with all these movements?
Well, I think like at the moment you bet on weakness when you say interest rate go up. But like I said before, like there's going to be a time where a rate cut's going to be seen as strength. I'm just waiting
for that.
I'm waiting for that to start coming because, I think like we touched on it a bit in the office as well. Like I think was it last week or we spoke about how the whole BRICS situation in India and China sort of moving towards more their currencies as I'm trying to say almost safe haven, but the main currency rather than USD. And that might be a reason why we're seeing still so much USD weakness coming into the market. All of that dollar weakness coming to the markets because people are starting to lose faith in the dollar more than anything else. And that centralized currency, that's what I'm trying to speak. So yeah. So that centralized currency that people want to, or want to more than use. They want to more break away from that and move more to their own currencies.
Yeah, funny enough, I thought I was the only one because as I look at the charts, I'm not interested in like your Euro USD. Like it doesn't interest me right now, right? I'm more interested in like the indices and gold at the moment. And yeah, I thought I was the only one to say USD. It's been a while since I traded USD, so yes, USD care. I do look at them there and there, but I prefer the cross pairs now more than your majors at the moment.
Yeah, but it was interesting though. Last week we saw a lot of ZAR strength come into the market off of that interest rate hike.
Yeah.
If it was short lived, because we also saw the same thing with the dollar as well. That sharp sort of push to the downside, and then started like reversing again as well, following that. It might be short lived strength, but for trends to keep on as they are in the longer term.
Yeah, man. So it's just USD is interesting, but we'll go through the charts. So interest rates, NZD on Thursday, and I think that's it for Thursday. If I'm not okay, we have ADP. Yeah, there we go.
ADP.
Yeah, that's at 215. That's part of our NFP breakdown that we do. And let's just go back. Another manufacturing, non-manufacturing.
Services PMI.
Yeah. That's at 4. And that's it for Wednesday, right? Thursday, I don't think there's anything Thursday, but let's just go through the charts, not the calendar. There we go. All right.
Canada unemployment change.
Canada unemployment change. Yeah, we just have to just look at the proper figures. But yeah, that's at 2:30. Unemployment rate as well. So job market data.
I'm not expecting it to change much.
Yeah, if you take a look at unemployment rate.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what we're gonna have. On Friday, the biggest one for the week, not only the biggest one, but NFP. There we go. Unemployment rate. They're looking at a drop because it went to 3.6. The previous report. Now forecasting 3.5. All right, average hourly earnings just beginning to go up 0.4%.
Sure.
Yep. So that's at 2:30. So it is fairly a busy week. 2 interest rates announcements, 1 NFP. Normally the CAD. Okay, so the CAD is on Thursday. Normally NFP and the CAD unemployment rate tends to be on the same day. So I think CAD this time around is on a Thursday. Yeah, there we go. Right there.
Yeah, I think it's with that whole Good Friday thing happening.
Yeah.
We might just see, and it's good to understand, even if you're trading as well, it's good to understand when it comes to like your banking holidays, like Good Fridays, like markets tend to close a bit earlier. If you look at the indices, will sort of stop trading a lot earlier. So do not be surprised if charts stop moving in around 6 o'clock. But more than likely just check your calendar to actually make sure of that. Same like Monday as well. So it's especially like with banking holidays like Good Friday and Easter, it normally falls with like the Christian holidays. A lot of the majority Christian countries like Europe and America as well, they normally close during those times. So trading hours stop a bit sooner.
Yeah, this coming Friday and the next Monday, Easter Monday, there won't be a lot of volatility, volume in the market.
No, not at all. Like those are normally like times like people like taking a break and just volatility slows down a lot.
So the next episode on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday. All right. The next podcast episode is on Tuesday. All right. So let's just have a look at the charts. You spoke about oil. Let's go back to oil. We might be due for that push to the upside,
I think it's due though. Like it's been declining so significantly, and you can see that gap in the chart is massive.
Oh, yeah. So oil has been trading in this descending channel, and we were anticipating a bit of a bounce on these lows here. Got that bounce, this spike to the upside. But we'll see. But normally this sort of price action tends to reverse the market to the upside. Right? This sort of like descending structure.
Yeah, the only problem like I see at the moment is if you look at the charts, is like with that big of a gap, is like where's the right time to actually enter into the charts?
Not yet.
More than likely, hey. Um, we should be like breaking structure probably. But like with that gap, it makes everything a little bit hard to analyze.
Yeah.
Like ideally, still with that gap, like I would want to see it get filled first. At least see it drop down to that support level. Just a little bit lower. Yeah, yeah. Up more.
Somewhere.
Yeah, there, but it might not close the gap completely, but seeing it drop down to about there, I think might be the right time to start actually looking at buying.
I'm looking at this higher low here. This was a good trading opportunity to the upside.
Yeah, yeah.
Create a higher high, came back for a nice retest on the firm, support on the yeah. Anyway, so we'll see what will happen there. Normally, when the price is like this, I tend to lose interest in the chart until it gives me proper structure, that you can follow. But yeah, I mean, a pullback to close this window gap, then we could see this trend because there is a trend developing. Maybe go back to the top of this bigger channel. Top again. If you can get a retracement, come back here. We will see that. So it went to, this was what, 70, went to $70. It's now 84.
Yeah, it's a massive push.
It's massive. It's really, really massive. All right, so yeah, I mean, I don't have any thoughts on oil, but we'll just see how it develops. Are you not starting to be bullish on oil?
Yeah, possibly. With the amount of cuts and stuff they're looking to implement, that normally means like you want to look at longing it more than shorting it. There has to be something significant when they implement cuts for you to still keep on shorting it. I think the long might be on like decently now to like look at taking it back up to like 100 mark.
Yeah, back to these levels here. That's where 100 is, somewhere here. Yeah, I mean, if this is a retracement of this entire leg, a retracement, then we should be due for at least the next leg to the upside. All right. Oil, it kind of looks interesting, but would want the break above.
Yeah, I sort of want. I want to see like another low form before looking at getting in.
Like on a lower time frames, a higher low.
Yeah, like I said, just get it to like drop a little bit lower. Even on like a daily time frame, seeing it just drop down lower to like that zone that we spoke about before actually looking at getting in.
Yeah. All right, that is oil. Our regular pairs we have a look at on the podcast. Gold. There we go on gold. Look, gold is going back to 2000. I mean, we've done the analysis. There's no point redoing it again because we know where it's going.
I'd still want like a deeper retracement on that, to be honest with you.
No. I think this retracement is the one because it's retesting this, right? We had like a spike, another spike. I don't think this is gonna come all the way down because that's a support that seems to be strong.
It does seem to be that way, like I'm agreeing with you. But from a trading perspective, I want it down lower still. I just want it down a bit lower to actually look at taking it up. It's consolidating quite a bit, and I think like if you draw like a falling trend line there, connecting those last couple of highs.
It's like this.
Yeah. If we see it break, then yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll look at longing it again. At the moment, like it's still fairly rangy at the moment.
All right. Yeah, I mean the break of this structure here would further confirm more upside. Now gold is gone now. It's gone.
Yeah, I'm still saying like 2015. I still think that's about the level I'd look at taking it up to. From there, I'd like to look at shorting it again. Like it rejected so well off of those levels. Like it's gonna need something substantial to break through and stay there.
And then also a little profit taking is gonna take place around there. All right, so we might get those pushes to the downside.
Yeah, at least like back down to like 2000.
These highs. 2000 was right here. It is a strong possibility. There is a strong possibility, but now it's gone. Gold is gone. It's going back to the top of this channel. If we can just draw a nice channel here. Yeah, this is what's happening right now. It's going back there, looking for more buying opportunities on this one. Yeah, can you say so far gold has been the chart of the year so far? Because
Yeah,
it has
so far it's moved really, really well.
yeah.
I think something like the Dow Jones is also in consideration. Dow's
Yeah.
also like really outperformed the indices as well. If you look at how much it's also recovered this year,
Sure.
if you look at from October, like it's just really recovered well. Like we're not back to those previous highs yet, but I think we're still well on the way there.
Yeah, I see this still pushing higher, coming back at least minimum has to come back to this area, 34,300. Yeah, 34,300. It's around this area. Yeah, look, this is gonna be the chart for the week. This is gonna be, if anybody's looking to trade anything, I would say US 30 is looking really good, right? Maybe get some pullback there and a continuation to the upside. To the upside.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's looking good. It's looking good. Nasdaq where it is right now. Also, I mean, kind of like US 30. You'd want the retracement for continuation higher.
The structure on the Nasdaq looks a lot better to me than the Dow Jones, but the Dow Jones has just recovered so much more.
Yeah.
It's recovered so much more in comparison to the Nasdaq. We were still like contemplating the turn on the Nasdaq not so long ago. But like if you look at from December there as well, since the year started, it's actually just recovered.
Yeah, it's just been on this bullish momentum. Between Nasdaq and US 30, I would look at US 30. All right. Nasdaq already created a new high there. US 30 hasn't created a new high, so that means the opportunity might be bigger on US 30 than it is on Nasdaq. But it looks good, right? Maybe a pullback and then up again. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Have you been keeping an eye on your favorite?
Yeah, I have.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, now it's at the levels where now we could look for some opportunity.
Yeah, it's been slowing down a lot. We might be approaching like that possible reversals. Still have to see. I'm still looking for some sort of a pattern to like confirm. Nothing yet. Like it's just been declining.
Yeah, the way it's declining though, it's like it's creating some. It's like something is about to come. Right?
Yeah, because there's not a huge amount of sellers coming into the market.
100%. Yeah. So in this channel, from a structure point of view, I would anticipate this to start breaking and then start pushing to the upside.
But it's weird how natural gas gapped down this morning and oil gapped up, huh?
And normally it's in the same direction.
Yeah. Got like the complete inverse of each other.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, I think the natural gas is setting up for something, some aggressive push to the upside. And what else? What else? Bitcoin. Been looking at that.
So much so consolidating around that zone that we spoke about.
Has it reached the levels we spoke about?
Yeah, close that gap.
Yeah, somewhere there. There we go. So the first target is hit. Now we're gonna see if we're gonna break this and continue higher, or if we're gonna drop.
Yeah.
Two scenarios, possibilities.
Like if you look at this longer time frame, it does look like a possible reversal here.
To the upside. Oh, it's gonna be a huge one. Look at these aggressive candles.
Maybe see if it drops down a bit more. Like where that sort of down. Yeah, there.
Yeah. That's 23,000.
If I want to look at long here, I'll long it from there.
Yeah, there is a structure. If you take a look at this here, this is a structure that's broken. That head and shoulder we saw in the lower time frames. All right. This higher highs that are forming a higher low somewhere here, the break above then I see this still pushing more to the upside.
I'm still not sure if this is a long line.
Yeah, so where it is right now, there's two scenario possibilities, either break or reject.
Yeah, we're either gonna see like more of a short coming back down to that lower levels we spoke about, or we're gonna see it break up, possibly up to that next level we spoke about.
Which is somewhere here.
Yeah, but like yeah, there-ish.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bitcoin also been following our analysis properly, right? And yeah, so there's an update of the charts we've been talking about. They are moving nicely. Any other chart you want us to go over?
We can have a look at Microsoft.
Wait, there we go. Let me do this. Nope. There we go. Right, Microsoft. This looks like a long coming.
Yeah, we spoke this morning in our meeting this morning. We spoke about how Microsoft is letting go a lot of people. Naturally, you'd think of shorting that, but a lot of the times when employees are let go, it actually causes more of a long in the charts than anything else. From the pre-market, I'd love to see where it's actually at the moment, just to see like how people are taking it. But an outflow of overhead normally means like it's better for the company, especially if they let go of staff that's not being utilized.
I see. And from the chart, it looks like this long is gonna continue because now we are creating an ascending structure, higher highs and higher lows.
Especially if you check where or last week closed.
Wait.
You're on the daily now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that last candle. Look at how nicely it closed above all of those previous highs.
Yeah, there was actually also a retest of it. Microsoft. Are we looking at, which is quite close, 292, 93?
Yeah, probably my biggest issue would be that sort of overextended fear. Because if you draw like a rising trend line there, it might be touching it right there at the top.
Yeah, I was also looking at this wedge or channel that is created.
Maybe see a possible pullback and then continuation.
I just want to highlight these levels. So it's trading above this one. It broke, trading above this one. For like a pullback, I think we might come back and retest this level here. If that happens, this will be like a third time. It will be like a proper opportunity.
I agree 100%.
Probably because this has not been tapped. This level hasn't been tapped. There's a possibility that you can do that. Yeah, but Microsoft looks foolish. Really looks foolish. Maybe take it up to 230 or even 315, which is here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We're keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see how the market takes the news today.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a proper chart. Right, Microsoft. Yeah, I've just gone through, I think, most of the charts.
Let's touch on the USD ZAR as well.
USD ZAR. Oh yes, forgot about it. I have it here. All right, so I see a push to the upside coming on USD ZAR. Actually, back to that structure that's broken. Let me just go to the daily. Yeah, just here, and then I'll see whether this is gonna break or still continue down. But short term, I have this view. Short term, I've got this view, this ascending channel. Right. So according to this structure, this is very much possible. Very, very, very much possible. Very much possible. Right. And actually, this is a correction here. This thing is a correction.
You can pull a fib from the bottom to the top.
Yeah. It's on the 50. It's on the 50. Let me see the daily time frame. There you go. It's on the first. So it is creating like a rejection there. Lower time frame, I think it's retesting a structure on the 4 hour, 1 hour. Yeah. It's retesting this broken structure. Yeah. Then look, a push to the continuation to the upside. USD is up. The interest rates caused that break to the downside. We spoke about the interest rate on our podcast, and it's now at 50 basis points. So interest rates are where are they again?
Too high.
They are too high.
Yeah, way too high. I think it was sitting around about the 9 mark, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is way too high. It is way too high. But yeah, USD is up, still anticipating this push to the upside.
Yeah, like I really want that push to the upside. I think I spoke about it a while ago as well. Like I was waiting for this deeper retracement. I didn't think like that consolidation was finished yet.
Yeah.
It's down to like where I would like look at buying it now at the moment. I just look for some sort of a confirmation of it. But definitely I would still look at longing it.
I think I saw something. All right. Yeah, the structure. Yeah, USDs are still long. Well, the dollar sometimes can be a little bit tricky though. But we'll see. But bullish on USDs up. And yeah, this week, yeah, I'm still keeping an eye on the gold. Still.
Yeah, hoping for that bigger retracement on gold, to be honest with you.
Yeah, any retracement correction that forms on gold, that's a buy. That's just a buy.
I still feel like it's overbought, but it is at the moment.
Yeah, it is overbought, but you will see that was it 19,000. Remember that 19,000 mark? Okay, it broke above it, well above 1950. This is the 1950 mark right there.
Yeah, I want to come test those wicks at the bottom to that left. Yeah, there. That's where I wanted to come test. From that point on, I'll be happy. I'll see like go now.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes here, that will be like a good buying opportunity, because now just give us like a better price to buy from. Right? Better price to buy from, like somewhere here.
No, but maybe.
Yeah. Okay. It's like
like there.
I think that's 19. Is it 19? Yeah, 19. It's 19. Somewhere around 19,000.
It's gonna be a big ask. Waiting for it to drop like another $100.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, nah. But anything is possible. Might happen. All right. Let's check if. All right. Cool stuff. No questions as yet.
Yeah, guys, if you guys want us to like check out anything, please drop us a message. We'll check it out for you guys. Kind of run through some charts. I think for the most part, like I sort of checked on a lot of things I wanted to.
Yeah.
Like I still think like this week with everything sort of happening, could see some decent movement happening at AUD. Maybe let's have a look at some AUD and NZD stuff quickly before wrapping it up.
Yeah, 100%. Let's take a look at some AUD NZD. Right, AUD USD as a DUSD.
Maybe have a look at that AUD NZD chart as well.
Yeah. Whoa. There we go. Let me check the weekly.
Looks fairly decent for a long hair.
It seems like it. Seems like it. This. Yeah, this thing is retesting. It's retesting this. And I mean, that is where 61.8 is, right? We don't even have to draw the fib. We can just tell 61.8 is there. All right, a bit of confluence there. Is there structure? Yeah, there is structure as well. Somewhere around here. Yeah, look at the momentum. There's like huge momentum to the upside. Yeah, I mean, maybe a continuation of this back up.
Draw like a fib extension off of that.
Fib extension, this leg.
Yeah.
That would be a massive. But that's how NZT moves. I mean, AUD NZT. Look at all these movements. They're just huge to the upside and downside. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually goes and creates this next impulse. Yeah. That looks cool. That looks cool. NZD USD. Yeah, it hasn't been moving for a couple of days. It's just been consolidating here.
But there seems to be rejection going on and the push is higher.
So it's creating these higher lows. And it's about to break and close above. Well, if it does break and close above this.
It's interesting, right? So the chart is shaping up for like NZD strength to come into the market with the interest rate increase coming in.
And anticipating hike on the interest rates.
Yeah, I can easily see this completing to those highs. Yeah, there, right there.
It's interesting. A break and retest of this because they push. So once again, dollar weakness. Hey, dollar.
It's like that reserve currency.
Hey, dollar. All right, let's check AUD USD. Okay, now there's momentum picking to the upside. Also, it's creating these higher lows, right? This is after the market broke. There's a channel on both NZD USD and AUD USD. This channel to the downside. It broke above it, creating higher lows. I would want this zone to be broken first. These highs, where the market is, I would want them to be broken.
This is a 4 hour.
Yeah.
Like I think today when the daily where it closes is vital. Because if you're closing like we are today, or a bit higher, like I think this thing is flying in the week.
Yeah, it looks like it's preparing for that push, that fly you're talking about. Yeah, maybe get a break and then look for trading opportunities after that.
Definitely.
It's looking good. It is looking good. Really looking good. Okay, dollar weakness. Okay, let's go to Euro USD quickly. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Euro USD.
It's also been pushing up this morning.
Yeah, I saw that there was a bit of a retracement, and then it pushed a little bit to the upside. There we go. This retracement here. Right, I saw this after that. Actually, this retracement, it was retesting this here. This. So the first pullback, it went deeper to retest this.
Right. The last high.
Yeah, and then it pushed up. And normally this is the case where if you had like a structure like this, and then this, and the market tests this one first, goes above it, it is more than likely to test this one.
Yeah, so, but that was also the back of FOMC where that strength came into the market.
Yeah.
FOMC came into play and we saw that huge strength come into the market like almost instantaneously. And the market just recovered from there again.
Immediate recovery. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, like markets are reacting so weird. Like in a normal circumstances you should have expected like more strength to come to the work between the markets for a sustainable period. Like the interest rate decisions just aren't making sense to me, like how price action is working.
Yeah, I think anybody who doesn't understand the fundamentals around the dollar, have a look at the cross pairs. You know, because the dollar is just acting weird. We understand the technicals, what's happening, but for someone out there, either join our classes or look at the cross pairs. Look at the cross pairs. But this looks like it's gonna push to the upside. Continue to the upside. It's creating higher highs now and higher lows. Yeah, it's creating higher highs and higher lows. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, at least we've gone through a lot of pairs, a couple of pairs. All right. Cool stuff. So the next episode, as we said, is on Tuesday. All right.
Yeah.
Um,
We're not coming in on Monday.
yeah, Monday. Yeah, Monday. No, we just still be celebrating Easter. You know, just chilling, looking at the charts, but not being active. Right. Just monitor price. And yeah, man. We've gone through charts. Hope everyone is happy, right? If you guys have a chart, as just like what Zenda said, if you guys have a chart you want us to have a look at, we will do that definitely. But yeah, it was a good session, right?
Some good opportunities for the week. I would definitely look at that AUD and that NZD,
Yeah.
especially against the dollar. Like it's shaping up so well, so well. If you're up that time of the morning, definitely have a look at the charts. See how it kind of like turns out.
Yeah. Anticipating 25 basis points on each. Yeah.
And then oil as well. Keep a close eye on oil. If we do get like a bit of a gap closing on oil, that long would definitely.
That would be an opportunity. Yeah, 100%. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. You don't want to touch on anything else today, like we've had enough suffering.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for joining us. Next episode on Tuesday. Keep a close eye on all social media platforms for any further information. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Cool.
All right.
Cheers,
Cheers, guys. Enjoy.